I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
Only you know, really, if you did your best, if you put out the maximum effort to try and achieve the result. And only you should be able to judge yourself. Only you should be able to judge yourself.
You gotta fuel yourself with the fuck-ups. And most people get stuck in these patterns because they define themselves as a fuck-up. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. The people that I know that have the hardest time keeping it together emotionally are people that don't work out. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but the people that I know that have the hardest time emotionally are people that don't work out. And the people that I know that do work out, especially the ones that work out hard, they expel these big giant bursts of energy where your body's like almost dying. You're heaving. Your heart's pounding in your chest. You're barely able to lift this piece of metal up again. You're barely able to jump up on this box again. And by putting yourself in that intense form of stress, it makes regular life more peaceful.
That is a shocking thing about exercise. Sometimes when I'm depressed and I finally drag myself out of the house and go to the gym and just run and sweat, and then I'm in my car and I feel great, and it's like, really? That's all I am?
We have a certain amount of requirements that our body needs. It needs to move around. It has to. If it doesn't, it atrophies. It becomes fairly useless. Like, you have to keep it moving. And to really appreciate the movement of it, you have to push it really hard. You push it really hard. It's like a drag racer, or like a race car that you could develop into a race car. You develop it just by pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and it becomes a race car. Or, if you let it sit alone, it becomes a really junkety old shit box that can't start anymore. I mean, it literally is almost that simple. When I eat a lot of fresh vegetables, when I make kale shakes and make sure that my diet is clean, I feel better. My fucking brain works better. My body works better. I feel better. There's a dull feeling when you're eating cheeseburgers and fries and you're not getting any real food. There's a dull feeling to life. Write down what you would like to fix about your life. And then if you're 30 pounds overweight, you want to lose 30 pounds? Do it the right way. Go start eating vegetables, monitor your calories, write down what you eat, exercise every day, force yourself to do it. Say you're the general. The brain is the general, the troops are the body. The troops don't want to listen, but you go, fuck you, you listen. And you get up and you do it. Figure out whatever the fuck you need to do to get your mind right. Because it doesn't matter how much money you make, it doesn't matter anything that else is going on in your life. If you don't have your mind right, if you're not thinking about life clearly, you're gonna make some shitty, stupid decisions. Get it together, bitch.